everybody, I'm right here in Sydney at the Royal Botanic Gardens. I am aiming for the Mrs. Macquaries chair, which I did not cover the last time. I may not have the opportunity to walk through the entire garden because it's going to take like at least half a day. It's a very big and beautiful garden here. Opposite me directly is actually the Sydney Opera House. And another reason why I say I'm not intending to walk through the whole Botanic Gardens is because the weather has been unpredictable today and it can alternate between sun and rain every 10 to 15 minutes. So let's go and enter here. They have opening and closing times. This is the Queen Elizabeth II gate that I'm entering. It's extremely windy and quite cold. Number 8 is what I'm aiming for, and on the map, if I'm here, I've got to walk along the coast all the way until number 8. Good grief, it's drizzling again. Let me walk as far as I can go. It's such a shame that it is actually heavier than drizzling now. And according to the map I saw, it should be walking around this entire area and U-turning there. So I suspect that's the point I should be heading for. It's very near and yet very far. I have two minds about walking over there. Unfortunately, there's no shelter here. Otherwise, I believe the rain will stop in a while again in about 10 minutes. I have to look for a shelter now. Since I just started, the only shelter near me is actually under the opera house. Okay, the rain has stopped. I continue walking. See what I mean? It will just suddenly pour for about 2 minutes and it stops. These interesting tree trunks amazes me. And from this signboard, it's good news that it's only 10 minutes away from Mrs. Macquaries Point. I'm kind of midway already, entering since the Sydney Opera House entrance. And of course, reaching the point doesn't mean reaching the Mrs. Macquaries chair. So if there are 10 minutes, give it 20. Hopefully I'll be there. Another drinking fountain here. Arriving at this U-turning point here. According to this map, where I was at the Sydney Opera House was a Dubuguli, Benilong Point, and right here is the Wagamugali Farm Cove. I'm U-turning here now, and I'm heading towards the Macquaries Point and chair. Number 8 is the Macquaries chair, and this is Yurong also. I'm kept busy taking out and keeping my umbrella, putting on and taking off my sunglasses, and now it's time to take out my sunglasses once again. Now this is the perfect site of having the bridge behind the Opera House. I have walked the entire round and U-turned here. So I should be nearer and nearer to the Macquaries point, about 6 minutes away. There's a cove bar here with some chairs. This way I go. I'm about to enter the Yurong gate. This is wow. Wow. Are they having a race? I see besides individual joggers, actually groups of joggers, like just now early on. This is Yurong gate that I'm passing by now. And this board says the domain Sydney. Good day. Bujari Gamarua. It's suddenly windy again. I have walked thus far until this point. It's already another bending point. So I have already arrived at the Macquaries point. Now just need to look for the chair. And this part here is kind of like sticks out. It reminds me of somewhere else. This area here. Is it the waves, rocks of Perth? Something like that. Yes, the effect. Can you see the different layers of all these? And the positioning has moved, or rather because I have moved, that's why now the Opera House is not directly in front of the harbour bridge. And this is already the ultimate point of the turn over here. And the weird island that I saw earlier on is also nearer now. Looks like a favorite picture point here. Let me stop for a picture as well. Ah, so dangerous. There is no signage here, but I think the Mrs. Macquarie's chair should be up there. I assume it must be high up so you can have a good view from the chair. After climbing up the steep slope, I'm here and I see all these big mega navy marine ships. Oh, is it a shipyard opposite? Here I go. This is the Mrs. Macquarie's Point. Over here.
Yeah.
There is no signage here. Is this only the Mrs. Macquaries point, or is it also the Mrs. Macquaries chair? There are some slabs there, or steps that you can sit on. So I'm still looking around, since I'm all the way here, whether there is another thing that looks like a chair, since there's no signage. And these ships, these marine ships, look so serious, like warships. So I have even climbed up here, and that spot was there, meaning the Macquaries chair is not really a chair, and the one that I thought might be the Mrs. Macquaries chair is actually just a point for picture taking. Everyone come up here because it's the best view of the harbor and the opera house, and it's raining again. Oh, raining again. The weirdest weather. I think I can take my video in the rain now that I'm up here. Could have climbed up the steps here. I walked around there, and anyway, I spotted the Mrs. Macquaries chair before this. Based on design, if the Royal Botanic Gardens is 5 minutes away, meaning this Mrs. Macquaries Point is not considered a part of the Royal Botanic Garden, because we went out the Eurong Gate, so in a way it's already out of it. I think this is the way to read it. From there, where the photo taking site was, I'm walking downhill now, and can you see the sun is out again? Very interesting weather, right? With the toilets just behind me, relatively clean and huge for per cubicle. Not too many cubicles, but it's huge per cubicle. I had a lapse of some distance without filming because it was raining suddenly quite heavily, and a bit difficult for me to manage with the umbrella and strong winds. So now I am, like kind of partially out of this place because there are cars behind me. It's like a car park with the coaches, and realizing also this is where the coach will drop off its tourists from for the site to take the picture there. And now I'm heading on back into the Botanic Gardens to go through it, and then I will exit soon after. So I hope you have enjoyed this video thus far of only part of this Royal Botanic Gardens, out the Eurong Gate towards the Mrs. Macquaries chair, and now going backwards again. Kindly like, share and subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you again next time the sun is out again. Bye bye. So to re-enter the Royal Botanic Gardens, I have to enter through this gate, and this gate is called Victoria Lodge Gate. So today we have gone by 3 gates. From the entrance near the Opera House, which was Queen Elizabeth II, and then the Eurong Gate, and this is the Victoria Lodge Gate. And currently, since the sun is out again and the rain has stopped, I need not battle with my umbrella for a while. Hi buddies. Hi. Hi, hi. They all have a number tag. I think it's just to keep them safe so they know where they fly to. in case there's no movement. They will come rescue them probably. Where's the number tag? How come you don't have one? Hello, Mr. Handsome. Look at me. Look at me. I realize they don't fly away, unlike other birds. Ooh, you look so good. How come you have a colorful bag? Somebody painted on you? Oh, actually, this one has a colorful bag too. Oh, don't go away. Let me film you. I want to see how you eat. Enjoying your lunch? Yummy, yummy. Yeah.
Very cute you are,
Yeah,
but you're a bit naughty.
a bit nasty, like you said. Thanks for your warning. Yeah, it's a good thing I have thick pants. Well, you guys have been very nasty. I'm not going to take any more pictures of you. You are very naughty. Bye bye. Enjoy your lunch. Just as the other lady was conversing with me about how cute they are and that they can be destructive, one actually came behind me and I don't know whether he clammed onto me or his beak actually tried to bite my ankle or the upper part of the ankle, you know. So fortunately I have long pants and thick enough. I can't imagine if I actually got hurt by a bird, bitten by a bird. It looks a little like the parrot, or it belongs to the parrot family, but it's just all white and he's so naughty. He was just looking at me, so I told him I don't like him anymore. Yeah. Haven't said about the birds having got a number tag. I actually saw only one with the number tag. The rest all just have colored paint. And the lady was saying that maybe, you know, some artist painted on them. But I was telling her it's quite unlikely because they move. And even if she said that probably it was done in the middle of the night when nobody is watching, I suggested maybe it's because they actually flew over some freshly painted, coated items, and that gave them some colors on the back. And she said, oh yeah, that's more like it, more possible. And never mind how they got their colors on the back, but they have been so nasty. I don't like them anymore. Thank God I wasn't hurt. So I'm just finding a way out. It doesn't matter where I exit the park. This park has many entrances and exits. I think I see one just right here. Oh, they even conduct tours here. The one with the haversack, she has got a name badge. So, or maybe it's not that they conduct tours. Oh, it is, it is. Otherwise, she wouldn't know where to let them sit down. For one second, I was just thinking maybe she is the tour guide from the old folks' home with all these elderly. But since we have all these chairs laid out for a purpose, I believe she's a tour guide now. It's really nice and meaningful to have them do this. I am only concerned that the rain may come again anytime, and how can the elderly suddenly run away? I don't see them carrying any umbrellas at all. Okay, that lady in yellow, mustard yellow, is wiping all the seats because it just rained, right? Or in fact, it's been raining on and off every other minute. Some more. I think it's a special tour for the elderly. From this I can see Lion Gate Lodge as well as the Henry Lawson Gate. So the signages are actually very good, and it says that I'm like 9 minutes away from the Mrs. Macquarie's Point. So how come when I was right at the Mrs. Macquarie, I can't tell where's the Mrs. Macquarie's chair? I like the name Wulu Mulu Gate. Let me try find it. This is walking towards the Ulu Mulu Gate. This way, 1 minute. According to the signboard. There's a plant clinic there. And this is how it looks like if you enter from this way. So here I am exiting the Wulu Mulu Gate. No cycling.